Well, today marks the 1 month countdown until the release of Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and sure enough, Nintendo made sure to announce something pretty exciting, which is that tomorrow, on Thursday, April 13th, they will be releasing the final 3-minute long trailer for the game. I think this is great news. Personally, one final trailer for the game is all that I really need. There has been discussions by a lot of people that maybe we were going to see a Nintendo Direct or more gameplay demonstrations. The gameplay demonstration thing definitely felt a little bit more likely to me than a Nintendo Direct, but I still really wasn't sure that any of those things were going to happen. I would have happily welcomed them. Any more of the game and the gameplay they would have been willing to show would have been fantastic. But, as I discussed on one of my more recent Zelda videos, I kind of felt like if they were going to do anything, the thing that made the most sense would have been maybe just one more trailer to finally open up about the story a little bit. And I actually think, this part is just a prediction, I actually think that the story might be the main focus of tomorrow's final trailer. By the way, I am always trying to grow my channel here on Rule of Two Review. As many of you know, I just finally crossed 20,000 subscribers about a week ago, which I am super thankful for and very proud of. So if you are new to the channel and you like how I present my discussions, then I hope you consider subscribing. So Nintendo's official tweet that actually announced this trailer to the world says this: "Join us on April 13th, 7 a.m. Pacific time to watch the final pre-launch trailer for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, live streamed on our YouTube channel. The trailer will be roughly 3 minutes long." And so that's it. Those are the details. It's going to happen tomorrow, April 13th. It is going to be 3 minutes long, roughly 3 minutes, they say, and they say it is the final pre-launch trailer. One thing I find kind of curious, and this might not mean anything, but I just find it kind of strange that they say that this is going to be live streamed on their YouTube channel, which is very odd because I think that if you were to take the 10-minute gameplay from a few weeks ago and then also take a 3-minute trailer, if you were to choose one of those that would most likely be a live streamed thing and the other one that would be a pre-recorded and just uploaded thing that they would make live at a certain time, I think most of us would think the trailer would be just released like a normal video and it would be the gameplay demonstration that would be live streamed. But the gameplay demonstration was really just a pre-recorded 13-minute video that featured 10 minutes of gameplay in the middle, because Aonuma, of course, gave an introduction, he gave like a post-play summary, and then they had a little extra stinger teaser about the Nintendo Switch OLED. So that entire thing was just a 13-minute YouTube video that they had uploaded, and they set to go live at a certain time. And again, it might not mean anything, but I just find it curious that they use the phrase live streamed. Why would they live stream this YouTube video? The other thing it might mean is it's just meant to be a YouTube premiere, and for those of you who maybe aren't familiar with that, that's where it is just a pre-recorded, uploaded, like 3-minute trailer, and it's gonna go live at this certain time, 7 a.m. Pacific time, but it's still gonna, instead of being a video you could click and watch at any time, it's gonna initially play in like a live streamed sort of real-time format, and then once that's done, it'll be available to watch as a regular video. So maybe that's what they're doing. The other thing it could mean, and I doubt this is not at all what I think they would do. The other thing it could mean is if they also are going to talk about the game beyond just showing the trailer. And maybe Aonuma or some other folks, like Treehouse folks or who knows what, would show up like after the trailer plays live and maybe spend some time talking about the game? I have no idea. It's probably not that. It's probably just a YouTube premiere, or maybe live streamed isn't even the word they meant to use and it's just going to be a regular video that just goes live on their YouTube channel at 7 a.m. Either way, the only important takeaway is that this final trailer is going to happen. So, like I said at the beginning, I'm personally satisfied with this. I know that there will be people and fans who are upset about this. They wanted another Nintendo Direct. They wanted more gameplay demonstrations. And like I said, I would have happily taken those, of course. I loved the 10-minute gameplay demonstration from a few weeks ago. I know that it was still pretty divisive. I talked about it on a few videos on this channel. And like, I kind of understand why, but I also kind of think, what else are they going to show us? The whole freaking game? No way. I liked the 10-minute gameplay demonstration. And so because I felt that that was satisfying enough, because it painted a picture in our imaginations of the scope and breadth of the game beyond the 10 minutes that they played, I thought that was fine, to the point that maybe just one more trailer was all we were going to need. And like I said a few weeks ago, or maybe even a few days ago on my last Zelda video, and like I reminded you already here in the intro, I think that the last thing they really need to show us, now that they've given us real gameplay, is just the story, man. What is the conceit of the adventure? What does the journey look like? Why are Link and Zelda doing the things that they're doing? Why are they searching for Ganon? Why is Ganon resurrected? Why are there floating islands, you know? Maybe introduce some NPCs or something within the trailer, you know, things like that. Obviously, you don't have to spell the story out. You don't have to explain every NPC you might show. But can you hint at it? Can you give us glimpses and pictures at what's going on? Yes, absolutely. If you guys remember, the main trailer for Breath of the Wild before that launched was also about 3 minutes. And it featured a lot of gameplay, a lot of glimpses at the world, just kind of showing us what this game is going to be about. But there were also story beats within it. Lots of stuff with Zelda, lots of stuff with Link, lots of stuff with the champions. And, you know, the trailer was directed in such a way that it's not telling us what's going on, but it's letting us understand what the stakes are, right? We're seeing Zelda crying, we're seeing battles, we're seeing soldiers marching, we're seeing champions, all of this stuff intermixed with just other huge segments of gameplay. They were able to cram a lot in that 3-minute trailer. And I think that was the thing that made us the most excited at that time, because we already kind of knew what the gameplay looked like. E3 2016, with 3 days worth of gameplay had happened before that. But this trailer made us understand, wow, this is going to be epic. And you understand if a game is epic if they're giving you just visages of what the story and the drama and the stakes could be. And so that's why I think what they're doing with this roughly 3-minute long trailer is exactly that. I always find it curious when Nintendo will say something is going to be roughly 3 minutes long, like they do here. Like, the trailer's probably going to be like 2 minutes and 57 seconds. You know, that's just like a random guess. And so it's like, I guess 3 minutes sounds better, but why say roughly 3 minutes when you couldn't just say maybe the exact length of the trailer? I don't know. It's a nitpick and it doesn't really matter. I just always find this stuff kind of funny. It would be great if it was slightly longer than 3 minutes. I think that the more we can get, the better. Some folks feel that seeing anything more is going to be spoiling the game or is more than they want to see. That's the other side of this debate that's been going on for months when it comes to this game and its trailers, and it picked up big time after the gameplay demonstration, is half of the very vocal people are upset that they're not seeing enough or that the game doesn't look good enough. It's $70 DLC. They want to see even more gameplay, yada, yada, yada. The other half of the vocal contingent are the ones that say, stop showing us anything. We barely even want to know the game exists. Nintendo, just surprise us with a release one day. Which is definitely a mindset I also don't understand. Like, any movie or video game or any product that we get excited for, even music, we want to know what it's going to be like. We want to see glimpses and teases and trailers or whatever, singles released for an upcoming album. I'm somebody who's my favorite band of all time is Metallica, for example. And Friday of this week, their first new album in 8 years finally releases. And yeah, they've released 4 singles to that album, and I've listened to every single one many times. Now, I don't want any more singles, but I was happy to get the glimpses into the album we've gotten so far. Just like when it comes to Zelda, they've given us 4 trailers, teasers really, 4 teasers, and a 10-minute gameplay demonstration. To me, you need to do stuff like that to pump up your game. Every single game that releases gets teasers and trailers and gameplay before it happens. And so the fact that some people are so adamant on not having anything else is a little bit strange to me, especially because if you don't want to see it, you don't have to watch it. So either way, this is exciting, man. The final piece of marketing for Tears of the Kingdom will be happening tomorrow. A 3-minute trailer. It's going to be epic. It's 7 a.m. Pacific time, which is my time, so I'm very excited. I'll get to wake up and watch it before work. Sadly, I won't be able to make kind of a video breaking it down or discussing it until later in the day, just because my work schedule is what it is. You know, we all have jobs, we have to work, and so my video will probably be delayed by a little bit, but I can't wait to see what they're going to show us. Like I said, my prediction is very story heavy. There's going to be gameplay. We're probably going to see some gameplay elements or some locations of Hyrule or Sky Islands that we haven't seen. Maybe some teases of things that we can pick apart and watch frame by frame and realize it's a hint at something. But I'm really expecting this to be very, very story heavy. So I'll be curious to know if you guys also predict the same thing, or if you think it's just going to be another standard trailer that doesn't do a whole lot. I mean, we had voice acting in that last one from the Nintendo Direct, and it's like, is that Ganon? Is that one of Ganon's lackeys? Is that some other new character? I mean, who knows? It's probably Ganon, but it was definitely very strange. Will they have more voice acting characters in this trailer? I think that's another thing we'll be excited to see. So either way, this is great. You know, we got the Switch OLED releasing at the end of the month. We got the final trailer tomorrow. The game is officially 1 month from today as far as releasing. So that's the most exciting thing. So what a time, man. I can't wait. And so that's about it.